We're not going to be before y'all long. Shalom, sis. Not going to be before y'all long. We just trying to get everything situated. Well, I'm just trying to get everything situated. So we had a mighty first 6 days by the brother Azrael, the brother Donald had a mighty first 6 days, bringing out the word, bringing out the lesson, just doing this 30 for 30, just trying to, that Mitri, the biblical dry fit. Yeah, kind. But yeah, we definitely trying to, do this 30 for 30 to, inspire the nation to good works, trying to bring the word out, help brothers get their zeal back, keep us in our zeal, so definitely want to give all praises starting off to the Most High God through the name of his only begotten Son. Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to say that shalom to all the brothers and sisters who've been tuning in these last 6 days, with this being day 7. We just trying to, like I said, we just trying to do the work, and that's what we big on. We big on trying to get the word out. So shalom. I'm just giving people enough time to climb on in, enough time that way we can bring this word out today that the Most High has laid on my heart to give you all, I ask that y'all do bear with me. If anybody know me, a lot of my brethren and a lot of my sisters know that I may stumble across words from time to time. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Hey, but like Brother Naquam said, man, we just can't be keyboard warriors, man. We trying to get into the lives. Thank you for taking time out your evenings with your families, with your husbands, with your wives, or out of your busy schedule to just always have time for the brothers who, who trying to bring out the word. Definitely want to give a mighty shalom for that. So we just going to keep this thing rolling. Now, I know that a lot of people, we've been in these last days just trying to endure. And this is just something that inspired me because I've seen a lot of brothers do it too, do a lot of work. So, yeah, it's definitely better now. Yeah, I tied it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like it's not glistening as much, but I was definitely, sweating bricks, man. I'm a big dude running up and down them steps. It'd be crazy. But we're going to go ahead and get started, man. I'm going to go into a little bit of, I had a title for this lesson. Originally, it was going to be called, Are You Really Hungry? But it's kind of like, I want to go into a few things, and like I said, I'm not going to be before y'all long. Salakia for taking up y'all time with this introduction, but definitely trying to bring a few things out when it pertains to this message I'm trying to deliver today. So it started off at, are you really hungry? So I'm going to touch on this a little bit. We're going to go right into the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. We're going to go there first, just so brothers and sisters can know what this topic is about. Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. We're going to start there first. And there's a few things. This is just one of the things I want to talk about. Not too many. Not finna bring out 1,000 precepts on this specific topic right here, but it's a couple good accounts, about what's going on with this. So, Salaki, let's get Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. Quick on the sword, brother. Quick on the sword. I know I'm kind of lackadaisical at the moment. Salaki. All right, but this is what Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4 says. And to give a little context to this, this is when, Christ was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. Now, this is him being tempted by the enemy, and it said after he fasted that, well, let's read verse 2 real quick. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 1 so we can go ahead and get the full context of what's going on here. So then I'm going to read it as it's written. Then when Jesus led up to the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. All right. Then was Jesus led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. So basically what it's saying is that, Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And afterwards, he was hungry. Just like when we fast, we do 2-day fast, sun up to sundown fast, sundown to sundown fast. anytime we fast, and whether it be for a day, you could literally fast from 10 o'clock a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. But in between them hours of 10 o'clock a.m. to the hours of 6 o'clock p.m., you're going to feel like you haven't eaten days. All right. And that's a lot of times when we fast often, we see that, we get hungry, especially doing dry fast, straight dry fast, no food, no water for 2-3+ days. It could cause somebody to kind of, feel differently, feel some type of way, lose their mind. They'll be hungry. So this is Christ, after fasting for 40 days, in 40 nights, he was hungry. And this is the devil trying to tempt him. OK, so verse 3. And when the tempter came, the tempter being the enemy, to him he said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. So basically, this man is tempting him with the one thing he hasn't had in 40 days, bread, right? But he answered and said, Christ answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. So the reason I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit is because yesterday when we was at camp, we had a young brother that goes to Fort Valley State. His name is Jalen. And when we was, we was at camp, we was talking to the brother. He had some questions came up. The brother Azrael, the brother Dunnar, the brother Sakel, we all kind of had our hand in, answering the brother's questions. But we was posted up by the cafeteria at Fort Valley State. Well, the brother, he walked in around like 5 o'clock, came back out like around, I guess, 5:15 with food in his hand. All right. So we sitting up there talking to the brother, answering his questions. And the whole time he's standing there with the food in his hand. So the reason it was a big point of me, because we talked to this brother for 3 hours, 3 hours and like 15 minutes straight from like 5:30 to like 8:45. We was discussing with this brother about the questions that he had, some of the things he needed answered. And it was mighty. And one thing I commended him on towards the end of our conversation is he had been standing there this whole time, food in his hand, didn't move. Not once was he trying to leave and say, well, OK, I got to go eat. I'm hungry. We encountered many students yesterday, and all praises to the Most High for that. All praises to the brothers and sisters that came and asked questions, that came and heard the word of the Lord a little bit. But this brother in particular, he was just standing there, food in his hand, in a to-go plate. He didn't eat anything inside the cafeteria. He was taking his food back to his dorm room. But he was standing there for a long time, talking to us, talking to the mighty men of the Lord, talking to brothers he had never seen, heard of, met in his life. We asked this brother, have you ever heard of the Israelites? This brother said, I've never heard of the Israelites. Never in his life heard us or seen us before. Freshman in college. And I told him, man, you know what? I commend you for that, because not many people that I know, including myself, would have just stood there talking to you, listening to some of the stuff you saying, don't got no sense of what you really saying, but just coming to ask questions because I see you knowledgeable in the Bible. And this brother was so hungry for getting his question answered rather than putting that food that he had in his stomach. And the thing that made it more impressive is that the brother said, man, this is the first meal I'm going to eat all day. I haven't ate nothing all day. Fasting and not even knowing it, and it was just impressive to me. And it touched me a lot, because I said one of the things that a lot of our brothers and sisters could be better at, is understanding the purpose of these fasts, the purpose of, Matthew 4:4, the importance of that scripture. Why is it so important? Because it's not something that we should take lightly. Yeah, you say man should not live by bread alone, but it's true. It's truth in this. And I'm going to tell you why it's truth in this, because a lot of times we get relied on this physical food that we eating and not even realizing that the spiritual food is what's really going to keep us alive. The spiritual food is what makes us more healthy than not healthy. All right. The spiritual food is what's give us fuel from day to day, and this is some of the things that we need to understand as people in the truth, people out of the truth. We got to understand that the spiritual food means more than the physical food. Many people who've seen me in person, if you can't tell by looking at me on the camera, I'm a big dude myself. I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? And some of the things that I got to remind myself of is when we doing these fasts, when there's times where I'm not eating, I got to remember that the Most High is going to take care of me. All right. I got to remember that the Most High, this spiritual food that I'm receiving when I'm fasting is more beneficial to me at the time than that physical food is, man. You got brothers out here doing full blown research on how this physical food is killing our people. And regardless of how you feel about it, if you eat meat, if you abstain from meat, whatever, regardless of how you feel about it, this spiritual food is something we all can agree on that gives us life. True nourishment. That's right, brother. True nourishment. That's this spiritual food, man. That's this word of God. That's this word of the Most High. The word is the truth. And this word has never led me astray. Every time I came and ate from this word, this bread of life right here, you know what I'm saying? Every time I ate from it, I always got satisfied. There's never been a time I read precepts, I studied, watched a lesson, and never was satisfied, man. Never a time. I can name plenty of times I ate a meal and I felt like I was still hungry afterwards. Felt like I need to go get some dessert, man. Never a time where I read these scriptures and I didn't get full, didn't get satisfied. So that's why I said that a topic I wanted to touch on a little bit was, are you really hungry? Because that brother yesterday was really hungry. He was really hungry to get his questions answered. Anything that the Most High put on his spirit to ask, he asked. And to the best of our abilities, we answered. Especially the brother Azrael. Especially the brother Donald. Especially the brother Sakel. Bread of life and living water. Bread of life and living water. GMO fake food or heavenly bread. All right. This bread right here is more important than this GMO food. All right. And I just came from eating with my wife. Just came from eating with her, man. Ate some pizza. But this bread right here is going to be more satisfying. I feel full in the flesh, man. But a lot of days when I'm not in the word, I can feel full in the flesh and feel empty in the spirit. Why? Because I'm not providing my spirit with spiritual food, spiritual water. I'm not giving my spirit the necessary nutrients that it needs to survive. I'm killing my spirit when I'm fasting my spirit from the word. And anything, you're supposed to fast your body from the physical food, not supposed to fast your spirit from the word. That won't benefit you. You know what I'm saying? I could go without a few meals. If I got stranded on an island, man, I could survive longer than a lot of people that I know who are smaller than me. Because I got a lot of weight. I got a lot of energy stored. I got a lot of calories that can burn. But one thing that I can't survive without is this word, man. Because in that day when it comes a famine of the word, what am I going to have to feed my spirit? If the word is not written in my heart, how am I going to remember what I need to know according to this doctrine, according to this Bible, according to the words of life? You see what I'm saying? And this is why it's important, because I'm going to I want to say Mark chapter 9 real quick, verse 29 through 25. 25 through 29. Right. Mark chapter 9, verse 25 to 29. And it reads, when Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, thou dumb and thy deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him and enter no more into him. And the spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him. And as he was as one of the dead, insomuch that many said he is dead. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up and arose. And when he was coming to the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could we not cast him out? And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. Right? Wisdom and knowledge, the stability of thy times. So what I just read was an account of when the disciple was trying to cast out a devil out of man, and they couldn't get him out. But for some reason, when Christ came, and he told the devil to lead this man, you know what I'm saying, enter him no more, he came out of that man. And they said, well, why we couldn't get him out? And Christ said, this kind, let's read it again. Salakia, verse 28. And when he was coming to the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could not we cast him out? And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. So it's important that we fast, man. It's important that we pray. Are you really hungry? Am I really hungry? That's the question. Am I really hungry? I'm not basing this off no brother that I seen, not throwing no shade. A lot of the talking that I do on social media is a lot of times me dealing with self-reflection. I'm giving y'all a little insight of what I be dealing with. The question is, we should be asking ourselves is, am I really hungry? You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking y'all, are y'all really hungry? And just thinking that, you know what I'm saying, I'm the hungriest brother in the truth. I'm not asking y'all, are y'all really hungry? And I'm saying that, oh, I'm spiritually full. No. Not so. I'm asking us, are we really hungry for the word? How long can we go without eating physical food so that way we can feed our spirit, man? So that way we can afflict ourselves and see how great we really are. How much more us, man? How much more us than we that people that don't eat? Consider the homeless people that don't eat, man. They got greater faith than we. We eat every day. Homeless people on the street 9 times out of 10 don't know where their next meal gonna come from. And don't get me wrong, brothers give alms, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying, we giving alms now hold on. Let me rephrase what I'm finna say. Some people are giving alms every day, and shalom and shout out to the brothers that give, brothers and sisters that, you know what I'm saying, every day try to be a blessing to somebody, you know. But it's not like every homeless person is getting fed on the streets, but yet they still have faith. They still have the faith that they're going to get some food from somewhere. They may not know. And a lot of homeless people do things that I don't even do. We was giving alms one time and I gave a brother a sandwich. And he took that sandwich and he put it up, man. Sandwich one but so big, but he took it and put it up. He said, I'll eat on that later. He wasn't satisfied with that little one sandwich. He said, I got to get some more food. That sandwich, I'll say that sandwich for later. It's gonna be there when I'm ready for it. Consider, dang, you on my head anyway. But consider the Ravens, man. The brother took the sandwich and he put it up, and that kind of was like, when I get some food from the store, the first thing I want to do is tear into it, because I got a job, because I got enough money at least to feed myself, and I'm not worrying about where my next meal gonna come from. I'm not worrying about, you know what I'm saying, can somebody be a blessing to me today? A lot of times I'm worrying about, can I be a blessing to somebody today? And even sometimes when I'm running short on money, I'm looking at them like, dang, if I had more money, I would give. Then I get more money. And sometimes I'm still filling myself up. And I'm thinking of looking at these people and I'm giving what I give, but I'm still not giving enough. But these brothers and sisters going without food for days on end sometimes and still alive, still got faith. And a lot of us not really hungry for it. A lot of us are not really hungry for the words of the Most High God. A lot of us are not really hungry for what's in this book. And I'm not saying that you're not hungry because, you know what I'm saying, that you're not fasting as much as you fast and you're not praying as much. No, because we all can fast and pray more. But I'm saying a lot of us are not really hungry because we're not willing to sacrifice or go without. Now, I'm not saying that brothers and sisters that's watching this, I'm not saying that all brothers and sisters, all Israel have a problem with, you know what I'm saying, fasting and giving alms and this, that, and the third. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just doing a reality check for myself, saying that I could be more hungry. And I know a lot of us brothers and sisters could be more hungry. We could all be more hungry for the word. We can all think about the homeless people. Consider the Ravens, man. Let's get that. Luke 12:24. Got it on the hat. You know, and that's not I don't take that scripture lightly either. You know what I'm saying? Because homeless people have great faith. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Christ had great faith when he was hungered after fasting for 40 days and 40 nights and he was being tempted. He didn't need that bread that the enemy was offering him. That man said, look, man shall not live by bread alone. And that's the truth, especially us that's in this word. Us that's reading this word daily, consuming this word, praying, fasting, we should know better than anyone how serious it is, how strong we really are, how we can go without food. I'm not going to lie. We be having fasts, and sometimes I be getting vexed. I be like, bruh, it makes no sense that we can only eat one time a day. It makes no sense that I got to be deprived of something that I feel like I need to keep me going. I'm at work walking around, and I got a brother who worked a tougher job than me. I'm at work walking around and I'm thinking like, man, dang, bro, my day would be so much better if I can go eat a sandwich or something. I'm thinking that I can't endure. But one thing I forget, that is man shall not live by bread alone. Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. But let's go to Luke chapter 12 and verse 24. All right. Matter of fact, let's start at 22. All right. And this is Christ speaking. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body, what ye shall put on. So he's basically saying, don't take no thought of what you should eat. Don't take no thought of what you should wear. All right. The life is more than meat And the body is more than raiment, right? The life is more than food, man. The body is more than clothes. We shouldn't think about the clothes we have on. We shouldn't think about where our next meal gonna come from. Why? Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap. Neither their Salakia, neither have the storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them. And how much more are ye better than the fowls? All right. So how much more of us is better than the fowls of the air? I know that we better than the fowls. We sow and we reap. The ravens don't sow nor reap, and they don't even have a storehouse nor a barn, but yet they're fed. A lot of fowls in the air, man, we're worth more than many sparrows. A lot of fowls in the air don't have nowhere to officially call their home, yet they're fed every day. So sometimes when we fasting, man, and we praying, we got to ask ourselves, how hungry are we for this word? How hungry are we for spiritual strength, man? How hungry are we that we can lean on the word of the Most High God and actually stand on it? When we're fasting throughout the day and our stomach begin to, start growling and stuff. Cast that devil away, man. Go read a scripture or precept. And if you unable to read on your phone while you at work, man, pray. Can't nobody stop you from thinking. Your job is labor. If you work a laborer's job, your job has no constraint over your mind. I can say a prayer in my head at any given time of the day and cast that devil away from me. Because, see, I promise you, it's the times where I'm fasting where I feel like I'm the hungriest. And that's just the spirit, man. That's just the spirit telling me that I can't eat until this time. But see, it's just funny to me how even when we fast and we know at the end of that fast or at the end of whenever the end of that fast is, we going to eat. Because at home, we have a meal to go to, man. But think about the homeless people. They don't have a home to go to. They might get a meal from somebody and they might eat that meal. They might save that meal for an extra 3, 4, 5 hours because they're trying to get another meal. And they might eat that. And then after that, now they got to think about, dang, what I'm going to eat, the next day. And even though it says right here, we shouldn't take no thought for what we're going to eat, for what thought we're going to wear. They don't know that 9 times out of 10. We know what's in this book a lot. We know a lot what's in this book. We know that, we shouldn't be taking thought for what we're going to eat, what we're going to drink. A lot of us came from backgrounds where we didn't have food in the refrigerator growing up like that. I did. I don't know how I got so big, but when I moved down to Georgia, times was rough. In July 2010, me and my mom and my sister and my other sisters and nephews and cousins, we all moved in a 3-bedroom house, 10 of us. Only thing that was in that refrigerator was a gallon of water. But I promise you, the Most High works in mysterious ways because we never went hungry. The only thing that was in that refrigerator was a gallon of water. But we never went hungry. He made a way out of no way, because out of nothing, he made whole meals. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be worrying about what we going to eat, man. We're not supposed to be worrying about what we going to wear, man. Exactly. Don't worry about the next meal. Just know it's coming. Exactly. We're not supposed to be worrying about the next meal. Just know the meal is coming. Just like when we fasting, man, we're not supposed to be worrying about when the fast is over. We're supposed to be worried about what it is that we're trying to get from this fast. All praises to the Most High God. Walk by faith, not by sight. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If you got to think about how we got to change our mindset, okay? Romans 12:2. We got to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Even us being in the truth, knowing you Israelite, knowing scripture, knowing doctrine, this, that, and the third, that's not enough. All right. We got to continue to be hungry for the Most High. Like I said, I told a lot of my brothers and sisters today, we got to shed skin on a daily basis and become new creatures every day. Because every day is a different trial. Every day is a different tribulation. Every day is a different test. All right. That's why we're not supposed to think too far in the future, because we don't even know what tomorrow may hold. We're supposed to be focused on right now, the present. All right. We're not supposed to be focused on the things that we can't control. We not exactly count it all joy. Count that affliction joy. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking on, like I said, this is a personal message really for myself that I wanted to share with you all, because I was thinking a lot about, how I really want to be better in the spirit according to when we fast. I want to take these fasts more seriously. I want to endure on these fasts a lot seriously. I can't give myself slap on the wrist, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about like, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying, if I can just tell the brother, you know, I got this, that, and the third going on that I can know. I be asking brothers to drink water, man, as if my body just don't have a lot of water it can feed on throughout the day itself. We can't get so caught up in these scientific explanations of how the body functions, man. We define science every day. We define science each and every day that we fast and we don't eat. Because technically your body needs 3 meals to your body needs 3 meals to run. But we got to get out these scientific explanations of how we're supposed to live our life, man. If it ain't coming out the book, man, we shouldn't be entertaining it. And I'm just saying, are we really hungry? Just as an emphasis to say that there's a lot of things that we could be doing better, especially myself. I know that I could be really on these fasts a lot stronger than what I am. I'm not cheating fast, but I'm just saying that we could be stronger. I'm saying that I don't have to give in to every thought of when I'm hungry. I don't have to continue to text brothers and be like, man, this fast, I can't wait till the end. Man, it would sure be nice if I could eat. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't think I can do it, man. I can't endure. It's too hard for me. You know, afflict the soul, break the bonds. Exactly. Loose the bands, lift heavy burdens. Exactly. We supposed to be lifting burdens off. Sometimes people are fighting with spiritual demons. A lot of times you don't even got to fast for yourself. So, I'm not throwing shots at you. I'm just saying that's me too. You already know that's me. But I'm just saying that a lot of times we fast. We need to fast for greater purpose. When we not eating that physical food and we feeding this spiritual food, a lot of times you got to think about a greater purpose other than yourself. There's some people that you've encountered there's some people that you've encountered. All right, that ain't in the truth, that you trying to bring into the truth. All right. So your fasting and your praying and your diligence in this word, your persistence in this word and your persistence in this truth, that's what's going to deliver them. If you got a friend or a family member, relative, whoever, if you know somebody that you trying to bring into the fold, but they not really feeling it, they not really entertaining it, you got to go harder, 10 times harder for yourself. So that way your fruit can bear record to them and maybe they'll be delivered. If it be the Most High will. We gotta think outside the box sometimes. A lot of times we think about these fasts like, man, I need to get something. No, a lot of times my fasting might deliver somebody else. A lot of times my praying might deliver somebody else. I gotta be the one to fast and get built up in the spirit so that way brothers can see that the light of the Most High shining through me. I gotta keep this light right here. I gotta keep this light in my eyes so they can shine. We got to give an account of all these things. Long story short, I'm just saying that, you know, we could go harder. We could be more hungry. That's why I said, are we really hungry? But let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 8 real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 8. Because I want to bring out a point in Deuteronomy chapter 8, man. All right. And we all know what was going down from the book of Exodus, chapter 16. We know that Deuteronomy chapter 8, you know, this reflects a lot of what happened in Exodus chapter 16. All right. We already know when we fled Egypt, you know what I'm saying? We was led into the wilderness, spent 40 years in the wilderness. All right. We know the story about manna. And we're going to get that account. Deuteronomy chapter 8, we're going to really start at verse 1. All right. All the commandments which I command thee this day, speaking to the Israelites, shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord swore unto your fathers. All right. This is Moses talking to the Israelites. All right. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thy heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. All right. So basically, these commandments that the Most High gave us, we're supposed to keep them. Why? Because this is going to be the stability of our times. Wisdom and knowledge. We can get that too. But let's continue in this first. In this verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna. All right. So he humbled us. He suffered us to be hungry. And he fed us. Why is this important? Why is Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3 so important? Well, let's go to Exodus chapter 16 real quick. Let's run to Exodus 16 real quick. And like I said, I'm not going to be before y'all too long, and I know I'm Christian church styling it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pastoring it up. I only brought out a few precepts so far. You know, brothers usually bringing out 15, 10, 20. Well, I was just like, bro, I'm convicted enough of these three. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to Exodus chapter 16. And let's start at verse 1 real quick. And they took the journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came into the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. So this is the 15th day of the second month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. Still more than the church. And this verse 2, and the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. So basically, the two men that the Most High used to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt, now you got the congregation murmuring against them, right? All right. And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. So these are people having little faith, thinking that the Most High cannot feed them in the wilderness. They would rather be hungry slaves. They would rather be full slaves than hungry freed men and women. Just like the quote that Harriet Tubman said. She said, freed 1,000 slaves, could have freed 1,000 more if they knew they were slaves. Our own people, going back to Exodus, the book of Exodus, fresh out of captivity in Egypt, saying that, look, man, we could have died in Egypt full, you know what I'm saying, versus being in this wilderness and being killed with hunger. We could have died by getting whipped and beat on to death in Egypt. We could have died by heat stroke in Egypt. We could have just died of just the Most High finally saying, hey, it's our time in Egypt as slaves, but full. Why we got to die in this wilderness? Why we got to die of hunger? This is a prime example of, are we really hungry? These brothers and sisters not even having the thought to think that the Most High can provide all of our needs. All right. There's a song that I don't know if I can't say it's Free Brew. I forgot the name of the artist who sang the song. Most High help me. But the song is, you know, the Most High know every need, you know. I'm not a singer, so Salakia, but I'm just saying that this right here is a prime example of we not really hungry, man. We not really hungry as we think we are. These are our forefathers and foremothers sitting up here saying, look, I'd rather been a full slave than a hungry person that is not under captivity no more. Instead of being able to serve my God to the fullest, the way I could serve him, you know what I'm saying, without no restraints, no restrictions, I'd rather be a slave so that way I can eat. Right? And let's keep reading. All right. Then said the Lord unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. All right. So this is the Most High proving us. Gave us manna and collecting it just to see if we will obey. We can only get a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much they gather daily. Now, why we all know why they would gather twice as much on the 6th day, because, of course, the Sabbath day, the day of rest, you're not supposed to be gathering no food, all right, in the field. But this is a prime example of, verse 4 is a prime example of that the Most High, a lot of times we in hunger situations to prove us, all right? So when we on fast, man, think about the Most High could be testing you. He could be seeing how strong you really are. Are you really hungry for my commandments, or are you only hungry for your physical lust, for your physical necessities? Are you really hungry for my word, or are you just hungry because you ain't ate no physical food today? Prime example. The Most High used manna and us collecting the manna to test us. A lot of people didn't have faith that they was going to get fed. They thought they was going to die of hunger. But he gave them manna to feed them, and they ate. All right? They collected and ate, and they gathered according to their house. But a lot of times when we fasted, man, we don't even realize the things that we say. I did a lesson a few weeks ago with the brother Donald about the power of life and death in the tongue. And a lot of the words that we speak when we on these fasts contribute to our strength during the fast, man. We got to be mindful of that. We got to be cognizant of those things. We got to understand that a lot of times that when you feel hungry, don't speak that you're hungry. And I'm not throwing shade at no brother, especially brother Donald. But I'm just saying that we got to remind ourselves and we got to speak things in the atmosphere that are beneficial to our spirit, man, especially me. When we fast, and I can't sit up here and tell people I'm hungry, because even though I might not eat, some brothers might not be as strong as me. And I shouldn't suffer sin upon my brother because he sees that I'm hungry and he's feeling hungry. Now he like, man, forget it. You know what? Salakia, I got to go eat. We got to be better than that. We got to say, man, hey, look, we strong. We can endure. And brothers say it all the time. Hey, look, we can endure, man. We can endure. How hungry are we really? You know what I'm saying? How hungry are you really? What's going to sustain us? Physical food or spiritual food? What's going to keep us alive? Spirit or physical? Because let's go to Romans 8:6. Spiritual and physical. It's not no big difference. No. It's not no close call. It's a huge difference. Spiritual and physical. They say it's a thin line between love and hate. Well, it's a thin line. It's also a thin line between righteous and unrighteous. A thin line. But let's go see the difference between spiritual and physical. This is not really no thin line. You know what I'm saying? This is no, Salaki, this is a thin line. I'm saying it backwards. This is a thin line. But Romans 8:6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So if I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm hungry on this fast, man, I need to go eat some food, bro. Oh my gosh, man, I can't endure. And these are all my thoughts throughout the day, every time I'm fasting. Even when I need something from the word, even when I'm not on fast, sometimes I probably say, man, I'll get to that Bible in a minute. I'm finna go eat me a meal first. And that's kind of backwards, you know what I'm saying? Because I get my best reads and my best questions answered when I'm hungry in the flesh, but in the spirit, I'm like, man, I need to go read. Because this book will consume you, and it's supposed to. But if I'm carnally minded and I'm thinking like, man, I can't endure because I'm just so hungry, then I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it if I'm consistently thinking about the things that are not beneficial to my life. All of us, all this flesh that we all got, man, is going to be put away one day. The only thing we're going to have left is the spirit. And yeah, I can be a brick brother on the outside, but if my spirit, man, is 5'2", 101 pounds, how does that benefit me? That doesn't benefit any of us if our spirit, man, is smaller than our physical, man. No, man, we got to be greater than that. My spirit, man, has to be 3 times my size. And I'm not talking about an obese spirit, man. I'm talking about an in shape spirit, man. Good health, good estate of body. Let's go to Sirach 5 and 7 real quick. And this is not the good health and good estate of body precept, but this is the precept about when I put off from day to day. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. And it reads, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. For and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. In thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. All right. So think about it. Think about it. If I'm putting off from day to day because I'm like, man, look, I'm hungry right now, man, I'll get that word later. After I eat that meal 9 times out of 10, I'm going to catch the itis and I'm probably going to go to sleep. Or I'll probably do something else. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that a lot of these things that we need, man, is more so spiritual than physical. This food is more so spiritual than physical. So how hungry really are we? That's why back in, you know what I'm saying, when our forefathers and foremothers walking the earth, brothers was fasting for 40 days on end. Some brothers and sisters only ate on Sabbaths and holy days. I mean, Sabbaths and feast days. So you just got to think about when When we think about how hungry we are for the word, you know what I'm saying? We call ourselves hungry because, we watching videos, going to camp, watching breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? We fasting, we praying, we giving alms. We doing all these things according to the spirit, according to and it's manifested in the flesh. But how hungry really are we? How much better are we than the people who don't know? How much better are we than the homeless people who don't know this word? They got greater faith than us when it comes to hunger. They can go without eating a meal. And that's not because they're used to it. They wouldn't prefer it to be that way. But that's what it is for them. They have trust that they're going to get a meal from somewhere. So we just got to be cognizant and mindful about how hungry we really are for the word of the Most High God. A lot of these things that we think, a lot of the ways we think that, you know what I'm saying, we think we on fire, we think we doing this, we think we doing that. We got to unthink everything and rethink each and every day. Each and every day, we got to ask ourselves, man, what can I do today to be better than I was yesterday? That's a cliche quote that we hear in the world often, but it is true, especially in the truth, man. Because in this truth, we get tempted and tested more than any people I know. In the truth or not, we get tempted and tested a lot more than the average person. And that's because we get spiritually afflicted a lot more just by doing fast. If there wasn't nothing we get spiritually afflicted more on, when we do fast, people who never fast in the world, you know what I'm saying, they'll never know what it feels like to purposely not eat. Some people do it because, you know what I'm saying, they just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I just don't feel like eating. I don't want to eat. I didn't met my calorie count today, this, that, and the third. No, man, we talking about when we in the word and we saying, look, we fasting because we got some things that we need from the Father. That spiritual affliction is greater than somebody just saying, I'm not going to eat, I'm on a diet. And if you don't believe me, go ask anybody. I've done it before I started fasting according to scripture. And I'm not just saying it just straight on fast. Even when times get hard for brothers and sisters, Salakia, you just got to remember that if you don't know where your next meal going to come from, don't focus on when is your next meal going to be. Let the Most High do as he will, according to his will, and let him feed you. All right. Let him give you that manna that rained down from heaven. Let him give you what you need. All right. Don't worry about, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, because all that is not going to help you. It's not going to take care of you. And if anything, you're going to cause yourself to sin and go off. We on hard times, you know what I'm saying? Money get low, money get tight. Now all of a sudden, man, you got a gun and now you sitting up there holding up the bank trying to get money so you can put food in your refrigerator. You sitting up here at the grocery store telling, hey, somebody give me a sandwich or I'm going to blow this piece up. Holding people at gunpoint because you're losing your mind over a meal. No. It's not supposed to be like that. How hungry really are you? If you say you love the Most High God, if you say you want this word, man, fast, pray. Know that when you fast in that affliction, man, it's only working out for our good. Only working out for our good. That manna that adjusts to everyone's personal taste. Con, you better eat that manna like a barbecue chicken sandwich. You know? So that's what that was. Salakia, I'm getting tongue twisted, but that's really all I had to say about, you know what I'm saying, are you really hungry? This is just a reality check for myself and brothers and sisters who may feel the same. We could be hungrier for the Most High and his word. We could be hungrier for the things of God. We could be hungrier, and we should be wanting to prove our worth to the Most High God each and every day. Go on my personal page, Hustler for Israel, straight like that. Hustler for Israel. Go on my personal page. Watch the last video I posted with the brother Ariah and the other brother, I keep forgetting his name, Salakia, but from WFI. And he's saying, you know what I'm saying, what have we really done to get the kingdom of heaven? When we fast and we pray, we got to think about these things. Barbecue chicken sandwich, I know what's on your mind. Nah, man. I'm just saying that's how you supposed to treat it. Liken it to your taste, you know? Somebody might give you you might be hungry, down on your last, you know what I'm saying? Can't reach out to no brothers and sisters because you couldn't pay your phone bill. Somebody might see you and give you, you know what I'm saying, lima beans or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if lima beans, I don't know if lima beans are lawful, but if they're unlawful, Salakia, you know what I'm saying, I'll put them away with a quickness. But if they give you lima beans, you better eat them lima beans like it's chicken Alfredo. You know what I'm saying? But these are just some of the things that we could do and think about just when we're fasting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm emphasizing fasting a lot because I got a lot of brothers and sisters. We coming up on a fast this week. You know what I'm saying? And I just said that I want to take it up a level. I want to take it up a notch. And a lot of times I just really want to test myself. You know, a lot of times I'm just trying to encourage brothers and sisters to be on the same type of level I am. Or me get to their level. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what I need to do to keep my brothers and sisters in the spirit. Having prayer points. You know what I'm saying? Just doing those simple things could just, you know what I'm saying, keep us on fire. Remind us that we're not hungry enough. You know what I'm saying? Remind us that the work we put in is laborious, it's laborsome, not grievous, but it is laborsome. But it could be a lot harder. Matthew 11:30, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. You know? It's a lot of things that we think that contribute to spirits, you know what I'm saying, continuing to attack us. A lot of the things that we think could contribute to a lot of our weaknesses. And we just got to get out of that mindset. All right? We just got to get out of the mindset of, you know what I'm saying, we got to complain to brothers and sisters when we fasting. Not throwing no shades again. Okay? Just speaking on behalf of how I feel. And that's me included. It's some things that we just got to get out of, especially when it comes to our mind. And a lot of brothers and sisters might not have the same thoughts. A lot of brothers and sisters might be more mightier on fast. Well, hey, all praise to the Most High. A lot of brothers and sisters are literally a lot more hungry than I am. Okay, all praise to the Most High. Pray for me, brother, because we trying to get there. Pray for my brethren, because we trying to get there. Pray for my akwas, because we trying to get there. Sisters as well, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a brother-oriented thing. It's a sister thing, too. To the sisters out there, to the married sisters out there, praying and fasting. Your praying and fasting is definitely needed. It's necessary. We need praying mothers, man. My mom, she, you know what I'm saying, she's in the Christian church, she in the world. But one thing about it, when I was in the world, I noticed my mom was always praying. You know what I'm saying? My mom was always praying. And even though, you know what I'm saying, now we know that, you know, it's off, you know, but I took appreciation for, you know what I'm saying, them times I heard my mama praying. I appreciated that, you know what I'm saying? I appreciated when my mama told me she was fasting. I didn't understand it when I was younger, but I appreciated it. It got on my nerves when I heard her at 6 o'clock in the morning praying out loud, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I appreciated stuff like that. Well, guess what? In the truth, now that I know better, I'm encouraging sisters to pray more and fast more too. Sisters to continue to pray for their husbands, continue to pray for their strength as women, continue to pray for other sisters who are lost out here strength. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to be increased on hunger, man. And I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about for the word. Because I diet on my word a lot more than I diet on the physical, man. And that shouldn't be like that. It should be backwards. So I'm just encouraging brothers and sisters, man, to ask yourself, how hungry are you? And ask yourself this question daily. Because if you ask yourself this question daily, man, you'll never go wrong. You'll remember the things that, you know what I'm saying, the precepts that was brought out tonight. You'll remember the things that you learned under your leaders, your elders, you know what I'm saying, your heads. You'll remember these things. You'll remember the things that's written in this book. I challenge everybody on here to read at least 10 chapters a day this week. 10 chapters a day in any book. And fast at least 3 days this week. I challenge anybody that's on here. Shalom. I challenge anybody that's on here. Any aqua, anybody that's on here. Read 10 chapters a day this week. Pray at least three times a day this week. And if you already pray more than 3 times a day every day, all praise to the Most High. Add 3 on to whatever time you pray. If you pray 10 times a day, then add 3 on. If you already read no less than 10 chapters a day, okay, then add 5 chapters on that. Add 10 chapters on that. Just for this week, man. Push ourselves. See how harder we can go for the Father. You know what I'm saying? Quick question. What's the mark of the beast? Okay. Well, let's go to Revelation chapter 13 real quick. All right. You want to ask what the mark of the beast. I can't sit up here and tell you. I can only tell you what's in the book. You know what I'm saying? But I'm asking brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, to go 10 times harder in this truth. To go 10 times harder each and every day this week. Pray more. Fast more. Fast at least 3 days. No food, you know what I'm saying? No food, no water, or light water, you know what I'm saying? Depending on if you work a super laborer's job, you might need a drink. But even still then, I say only do it if necessary. You know? I challenge brothers to read at least 10 chapters a day. But Banyam Shah Yasharala, read Revelation chapter 13. Because I'm still trying to get an understanding myself on, you know what I'm saying, the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? But we know that in Revelation, I'm going to read to you in Revelation 13 and 18 real quick. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666. So we already know that's 666. But if you asking what is it according to the world, brother, you know, there's a lot of things that people might say the mark of the beast is. Some people believe it's the RFD microchip. Some people believe that it's the coronavirus vaccination. A lot of people believe that it could be a system. It could be a series of things, brother. We're not necessarily sure, but if you in this word and you letting wisdom and knowledge be the stability of your times, the Most High will reveal that answer to you in due time. But I don't really, you know what I'm saying, debate brothers on it. Because I could be off. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So just pray on that, brother. Read Revelation chapter 13 again. Pray on it. Let the Most High give you that answer when the time comes. Necessary. Pray and fast about that answer. You know what I'm saying? Because you can hear a series of things from brothers. It could be a system, you know what I'm saying? The mark of the forehead in the right hand, you know what I'm saying? By the mindset, by the action. Some people believe it could be the RFD microchip that they can insert it in your head or put it in your right hand. Some people believe that, you know what I'm saying, it could be a vaccination. There's a lot of answers out there. My best answer to you, brother, is just to pray and fast on it. And let the Most High give you that answer when the time comes. Because that's all I can do. But with that being said, man, I'm going to sign off this thing for the night. I told you I wasn't going to be long, but unfortunately I was long. So I want to give all praises again to the Most High, you know what I'm saying, through the name of his only begotten Son. Double honors to the prophets, the elders. Double honors to the brothers and sisters that's on this live tuning in. Double honors to all the married couples on this live tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Double honors to your parents. Double honors to your children. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the brothers of camps and organizations. Salute to all the brothers who don't even partake in camps and organizations, and sisters as well, man. We Israel, we all trying to figure this thing out. So through the spirit of the Most High, man, ask yourself each and every day this week, are you really hungry? All right? Ask yourself that question each and every day. Once again, remember, at least read 10 chapters a day this week. All right? And if you already read more than that, add 10 on to the number that you read. Push ourselves in this truth, man. Let's continue to get back on fire for the Most High. And when you fasting, man, pray that the Most High increase your faith. Pray that he keeps you on fire. Pray that he doesn't take his Holy Spirit away from you, man. All right? Let's do these things. Through the spirit of the Most High, we trying to deliver our brother and our sister who are lost. And that's our biggest purpose, man. That's our main goal. So let's continue to deliver our brothers and sisters. Let's continue to build up one another. All right? Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, yeah. Shalom to my boy Levi on here, man. Shalom. But with that being said, man, I'm going to say shalom. Y'all have a blessed night, man. For all you brothers and sisters going to work tomorrow, hey, endure. All right? But shalom, peace, love, light, healing. All right?